Hello everyone and welcome back to WWE 2K14 Universe. I'm your host Jitch and you're watching Friday Night SmackDown. We're kicking things off with the big guy. That's delayed. Does he have the sound thing in this game? Yes he does, okay. Couldn't remember if it was this one or not. Don't follow that Twitter account. I love Ryback. I can never really explain why I love Ryback. Don't follow that Twitter account. Just don't go there, please. There is a very dislikable side of Ryback, and it is his Twitter account. I do not condone. Well, we're kicking things off this week on SmackDown with a moment of silence as out comes the European Champion. Yeah! I was hoping we'd get to hear his weird little fella noise. Fella noise. Him saying the word fella. I'd missed that, strangely. I'm not really sure why, but I'd missed hearing it. But anyway, the European Champion Sheamus has been very inactive on SmackDown lately, and Ryback has decided that he wants a piece of the European Champion. He says he's sick and tired of watching him hide up with that championship. More in just a second. Yes, so of course, following the start of the new season, one person who took exceptional notice of Sheamus's absence has been Ryback, who has been dying for tougher and tougher competition. Now, of course, this man has now officially lost a match in his career, a match against The Undertaker a few months back, but that has not, I think, halted the momentum of the man with probably the most successful win-loss record all of last season. One loss to, I believe, 19 victories. Ryback is undoubtedly a contender for a championship, at the very least the European Championship, currently held by Sheamus. However, Ryback has never set his sights on championship gold. He's never really been too concerned about trying to become a champion here. It's always been about tougher competition. Well, Ryback has been told that he is rightfully due a potential championship opportunity. And upon the mentioning of the name Sheamus, Ryback simply said, "Where is he? Why haven't we seen Sheamus?" Sheamus insists that he's just been waiting to be booked. He says that it's not his own decision. He wants to be a fighter, a brawler. He wants to take on anyone that will take him on. But he's not been given any notice of any matches as of late. And then, of course, this one came up, and Sheamus says that he is gladly willing to set foot in the ring with this man and hand him his second ever loss. And I think we could see that tonight. I won't deny that. Sheamus, of course, in his third reign as European Champion. He's a former World Heavyweight Champion. We've definitely seen some major success from Sheamus in the past. He still holds the record as the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion of all time. Speaking of records, by the way, I come to you with information about another record. I can now confirm with the wiki being fully updated that JBL did in fact break The Miz's record. He is the longest reigning WWE champion in history. And we still have been awaiting the debut of JBL officially here on SmackDown. Of course, he competed on SmackDown for the first time a few weeks back in the draft, but that does not count as his official debut. And speaking of the draft, that brings us to tonight's main event. Randy Orton, who took his loss to Mark Henry very personally in the first episode of this season draft match over on Raw. Randy Orton says that the time has come. He wants that retribution. He wants that revenge against Mark Henry, and he will stop at nothing to get it. So tonight we have got Mark Henry and Randy Orton one-on-one, because Mark Henry claims he has no problem teaching Randy a lesson once again. Cover attempt here from the European Champion on Ryback, and that's a quick kick out there. No such luck. I gotta wonder if this will be treated in any kind of technicality as a contenders match for Ryback should he defeat Sheamus. Well, I think was looking for a bro kick there, but he kind of just didn't really do it. And there you go. Guess he was maybe just psyching the fans out, you know, getting their hopes up they were going to see that big move and then not connecting with it. And that's it. Well, I mean, to be fair, you really don't underestimate Sheamus. I think that goes without saying. Celtic Warrior, the 3-time European champion, when he is holding a title that is supposed to be competed for by young up-and-comers. Sheamus is currently, in a lot of people's eyes, hogging the limelight once again with the European Championship. But here's the issue, is who's going to stop him? Who's going to say enough is enough and who's going to take that championship away? Not even Ryback could defeat Sheamus just now. I have a feeling that this man might be the only European champion we see this season as we move towards our next match of the night, which I will get into the story behind in just a moment. Well, it was last week on SmackDown that we saw one of the longest tag team matches we've ever witnessed. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara facing off against Edge and Christian, the former WWE Tag Team Champions, their first match since losing the titles to 3MB at WrestleMania, and it was a great competitive matchup, which I truly believe at certain points Rey Mysterio had won, most notably when he hit the 619 on Christian, which was broken up by both Eddie Guerrero and Edge. Now, Eddie had no business being in that match, but what was more interesting was in the last minute of the match, Christian managed to turn around control thanks to the distraction from Eddie Guerrero, but it seemed like Eddie was out there just to disrupt the match, just to cause chaos, because he began breaking up the pinfall on Rey Mysterio. He began attacking Christian, and of course the match closing up that kill switch from Christian before the time came up. And Eddie had completely ruined that match for both sides. Edge and Christian did not appreciate the fact that their perfect record is already blemished here on SmackDown with a draw. And so Christian has challenged Eddie Guerrero to a one-on-one match here tonight, saying that Eddie has no business getting involved in a tag team division when he can't even keep a tag team partner. Whoops. Wrong attires again. It gets a little confusing because when I saw that Christian's was called red and Edge's was called red and yellow. Now Edge's attire he's wearing is supposed to match Christian's default attire, and Christian's attire that he's wearing here is supposed to match Edge's default attire. So these are two different attires being showcased at the same time. I think I'll just leave it this time. I don't feel like reloading all this just to fix it. We'll just have Edge look a little silly this week. It's fine. He's only a manager. He's not actually in the match, so he's not really a central point of this match. But yes, the former WWE Tag Team Champion Christian is very upset with the way that their record started off here in this season. And I think understandably so. Eddie Guerrero really disrupted that match. He disappointed a lot of people in the ending, not getting to find out who was the better team. We'll get a taste of that tomorrow night on Superstars. We've been told this week's Superstars tomorrow night will be kicking off with Rey Mysterio against Edge one-on-one. So we should get a little bit of a taste of who was maybe the rightful winner last week. However, that's not necessarily the clearest indicator, as, you know, that doesn't really answer a whole lot. It's not a tag team matchup. We're not seeing Sin Cara nor Christian in that matchup. But Christian is very much determined to defeat Eddie Guerrero here tonight. I really don't think that he appreciated that interference at all, especially being hit by Eddie Guerrero on a couple of occasions. And I think a lot of people have complained about the officiating last week on SmackDown, and the fact that the referee did absolutely nothing to stop Eddie Guerrero from all of the interference that he had in that matchup. He had no business being at ringside, he had no business stepping inside the ring, or laying his hands on either side, which he attacked both sides. Eddie Guerrero, by the way, when it comes to this situation, his explanation for the actions was, SmackDown has been missing the prime superstar of SmackDown. You want to talk about win-loss records? Why don't we talk about what happened at the end of last season when Eddie Guerrero pinned Sheamus and Randy Orton on the road to WrestleMania? Okay, he didn't win the championship scramble and become European champion, but he is the rightful contender to that championship. He holds a pinfall over the current champion, and instead the champion is given week after week off, and Eddie Guerrero is being forced to fight nobodies like CM Punk in the main event of Superstars when he should be a focal point on SmackDown. We'll see if Eddie Guerrero can continue to prove just how successful he should be. This match against Christian actually quite a great little proving ground opportunity for Eddie. I agree in a way. He did defeat both Sheamus and Randy Orton, two former world champions, and of course if he beats Christian here tonight, that's 3 former world champions that his most recent matches involve him defeating. And of course with Christian there's a hell of a lot of momentum behind him here. They just lost the tag team titles, which I know obviously would set them back a little bit, but you're talking about the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions in history. 2 people that had back-to-back lengthy reigns with non-stop successful defenses. And the one team that was able to knock them off initially, they defeated and retired. The only reason we're not seeing that rematch between them and 3MB is because 3MB are over on Raw. And Edge and Christian have said that they have not forgotten about their rightful opportunity to be tag team champions again. They're just waiting for when SmackDown's management will acknowledge that and give them that opportunity at the next pay-per-view perhaps, or whenever, against Jericho. Great move there by Eddie Guerrero as he continues to overwhelm Christian in this matchup. I tell you, Eddie Guerrero has been really just building momentum match after match lately. Catches Christian by the head, and now it looks like we're getting ready for the 3 amigos. No one does it better. Christian is laid out, and Eddie Guerrero taken straight to the corner. Is this going to be enough to pin this former champion? It could be. Frog splash. Cover attempt here on Christian. Edge up on the apron, and the referee was literally in the middle of counting that. He could have carried on there. I do not agree with that referee's decision there. Once again, bad officiating here on SmackDown. If you're in the middle of a pin, pay no mind to the guy up on the apron. Carry on counting that pin. Edge grabbing the foot of the referee. That should get you immediately kicked from ringside, if not Christian disqualified. But again, so much lenience lately. Shoulder tackle there by Eddie Guerrero. Got championship action coming your way up next. The Cruiserweight Championship is on the line. Here comes Rey Mysterio. And Eddie Guerrero with a quick roll-up here off the distraction from Rey Mysterio seems to have actually caught the attention of Christian more than Eddie. Those shoulders are still down. Edge livid at the sight of Rey Mysterio being out here. This helps no one. We continue to have the same issue that we had last week now with Rey out here. Roll-up attempt here. And that was a kick out. And a heel kick. And look at this. Once again, we've got people coming outside, getting involved in someone else's business. Why is Rey Mysterio out here? Answer me that. Well, Christian clearly not too pleased to see Rey Mysterio. And again, it's the same issue as when Eddie Guerrero came out last week. Rey has no affiliation with anyone in this match. Well, Eddie Guerrero is up top, and he's waiting for Christian to get up. But ref, come on! Giving him a gentle warning here, after he literally just put his hands on one of the contestants. And Eddie going straight for Rey Mysterio, who wisely ducked out of the way. Christian catches the boot of Eddie Guerrero, catches him into the kill switch. I think Rey may have just cost Eddie Guerrero this match. Well, it seems like Christian is once again distracted here. This is quite the little triangle rivalry we've got here. Edge, what are you doing? Well, Eddie is still out from the kill switch. I don't think Edge meant to do what he just did there. This is absurd. And Eddie taking the turnbuckle off now. I don't think the referee saw that. We've seen how that exposed turnbuckle can end matches. What is Edge doing? There's a steel chair in the ring now. Cover attempt here. And that's it. That is it. Edge could not get to the apron in time. I don't really understand. Rey Mysterio, maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. Man, Eddie does not want to be touched by that referee. Things are really spicing up in the tag division here on SmackDown, but Eddie Guerrero isn't even a tag team wrestler. He's got no partner. He's still getting involved in this tag team rivalry. Perhaps he can find himself a tag team partner down the line. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know who'd be willing to team with a guy that stabbed Rey in the back the way he did, but another big victory for Eddie Guerrero as he continues to build momentum in his favor. Who knows what the future holds for Eddie, but right now it is looking very, very bright. You know, the NWO here on SmackDown saying that they are very keen to get another member in their group. Right now, of course, it's just Syxx Pac and Curt Hennig. Six for short. I'm very interested to know who would be willing to join these two, especially after they lost last week. Well, I mean, Syxx lost. Fans don't seem too fond of... did his nameplate seriously say Syxx NWO? Did I see that? Are they that lazy?
And introducing the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 235 pounds. True.
God, I miss when he rapped. I really wish he rapped in this game. I know you can give him the entrance, but I don't think the music is in the game, so he'd just be like miming, I think? I'm not sure. I don't know if it will like automatically add it if you give it to R-Truth. I'll have to try that. See what happens. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. I know you can like just put the sound in as a custom theme, but let me tell you now, it's probably not going to sync up and it's going to sound like garbage. Here we go, the Cruiserweight Championship defended for the first time in a long time here on SmackDown, and it was last week that R-Truth defeated Syxx Pac to earn this opportunity. It's going to really hurt the SmackDown NWO if Syxx Pac loses that championship here. It does say Syxx NWO, oh my god. Does it say that for every NWO person that wins a title? That's gotta be like an oversight just for the NWO pack, because I'm sure I've had like a retro version of someone win a title and it didn't say retro in brackets next to their name. That's gotta just be like a, we really did not give a shit about the end. The NWO pack sucks, okay? The attires are cool, but like for like Randy Savage and stuff, like the attires are cool, but I'm so glad I didn't buy that originally. It's such a bad pack. It's nice to have like a Scott Hall and a Kevin Nash as opposed to Diesel and Razor Ramon. I mean, I actually personally prefer Razor Ramon. I haven't seen Scott Hall though, to be fair. And obviously I'd much rather have Kevin Nash than Diesel, so that one's great. And you know, it's nice that it meant that we got Syxx in the game. But like, the Steiner is literally just Steiner. I don't want him in the NWO, I'm going to tell you that now. Before anybody starts speculating if Steiner's joining these two, I don't want him in the NWO. I'm not interested in that. I understand there will be speculation about who would be joining either side of the NWO, but not Steiner, I will confirm that now. Am I misleading you? I mean, you can believe that if you want, because I know that's... Hang on, is it? Actually, I just need to... I need to know. I can't tell what's lagging when this happens. I think it's the game. I really think it's the game. Well, I'll tell you, I think Syxx has realized he very much needs to keep control of R-Truth in this matchup. I think he's very aware. Actually, I know how to find out. Yeah, it's the game. Okay. I had a feeling that would probably answer the question for me really quickly. Just pull up the XMB and watch as it runs at a normal speed. Okay, I'm so glad to finally put that one to rest and know that it's just... So we're just going to be in for lag for this season. And then like the smoothest frame rates ever, because I'm going to be playing 15 off of my laptop, which runs games fantastically. So it's just this one season that's going to be like the 20 FPS season. Yeah, I've noticed Syxx Pac has not given R-Truth any breathing room. Ooh. Probably a very smart move on Syxx Pac's part here. Just stay on him the whole match. Say that as Truth turns things around for himself. I believe this would be Truth's second Cruiserweight Championship win. Ooh, wow, that looked painful. That is a guy who does not need that part of his body split like that ever again. I believe that's the Truth or Consequences there from R-Truth. As up on the apron is Curt Hennig. And Lil Jimmy connecting. I believe that's the move that won R-Truth his match last week. And Syxx Pac kicks out very quickly. But it looks like Truth has really turned the momentum in his favor. And you can hear these fans on their feet. They are very excited at the possibility of this former World Tag Team Champion capturing the Cruiserweight Championship. Especially like what? Just over 3 weeks after Syxx Pac won the championship in what was an incredible performance at WrestleMania. I'm surprised to see him slip up this much. Super kick. That might be the turning point for Syxx Pac perhaps. Cover attempt as he got the championship retained. Ooh, almost. Syxx Pac now heading up top. Moonsault. Oh, R-Truth out of the way. And another submission hold here by Syxx Pac. Curt Hennig can only get involved in this match so many times before he is banned from ringside. In fact, I think he just got banned from ringside. I believe I'm being told that, yeah, he has been kicked from ringside. That is now making this just a one-on-one matchup. And I've got to tell you, this is getting tense. Nice hip toss there by R-Truth. And Syxx Pac rolling out. Wait a minute. What is... Oh, come on, man. You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Syxx Pac, don't do this. Truth. Oh, Scoop slammed onto the steel chair. He's really letting R-Truth know what he thinks of him. Back inside the ring, sorry. This has got to be it. Syxx Pac, hang on a minute. Back outside the ring again. And he blindsides up. No, never mind. No, he does not. Syxx now trying to keep this fight perhaps outside the ring. Catches R-Truth there. And once again, telling him to suck it. Oh, big boot there by R-Truth. It looks like Truth is perhaps not aware that he cannot win the championship via a countout. Syxx Pac once again looking to get disqualified here with that steel chair in hand. And as Truth takes the chair out of the ring, wait, catching Truth. What is this? What is this? A submission hold by Syxx Pac. I thought perhaps he was going to get the submission victory, and it's a very common in this season. Syxx Pac all over R-Truth. Never seen him bust that one out before. Wasn't able to get the job done with it though, unfortunately. Wow, what a match we got here. This has gone in a way I just wasn't expecting. Syxx with quite a bit of distance there. Cover attempt here by Truth. Could this be enough? No. No, no, no. Truth just full of reversals. He's got so much fight in him. Truth now setting Syxx Pac up. Knee to the head. Once again, Syxx Pac outside the ring. And it looks like the referee... What did he do with that steel chair? It's gone. Syxx Pac grabbing the other one from ringside. And once again, he goes to crack Truth over the head with it. And that doesn't work. Syxx Pac now grabbing his Cruiserweight Championship. My God, this guy will stop at nothing to get himself disqualified or find any way out of this matchup. Truth is really overwhelming Syxx Pac right now. I feel like Syxx is... he's struggling a lot in this match. Oh, on the concrete. Oh my God, Syxx, chill out. Starting to think he's taking the word thug very seriously as he has that printed on his tights. We're up to a count of 7 here. Referee. Up to a count of 8. Syxx grabbing the foot of the referee, and now Syxx hesitantly gets in the ring, shoves Truth, kick to the face once again. Syxx Pac, as he seriously... I mean, can you even be proud of that victorious? Can you even be proud of that victory? This man cheated almost endlessly to retain the title tonight. Oh, I mean, technically his attire says thigh. That's not a G. Well, Syxx Pac is still the Cruiserweight Champion, and I would say very undeservedly. That was a competitive matchup, but there came a point where I think this man knew he had that championship lost. He hit every single desperate measure possible to retain, and it paid off in the end. But he's got Curt Hennig to thank, he's got 2 steel chairs and his championship belt to thank, and he's got a distraction of the referee to thank, most notably at the end there. This man went all out to cheat R-Truth out of tonight's matchup, and unfortunately, it worked.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds,
Well, here comes a man who is very displeased with his current position in the WWE. He says he wants more than he is being given, Newsflash, CM Punk is complaining. Well, he has been told that tonight he gets an opportunity on SmackDown as he gets to face off against the official returning Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who was initially a member of the Raw roster in, I believe, both the first and second seasons. Well, he's coming back to the WWE here tonight. I think this is his first appearance on SmackDown. I might be wrong. He might have been initially on SmackDown in Season 1. It's quite a long time ago, but I believe Ricky Steamboat has not been on SmackDown before. Well, he's officially a part of SmackDown now, and the Dragon is going to get to go one-on-one with Punk in his return matchup. And I think in a lot of ways, this could be a dream match for a lot of superstars, Punk included. But we'll see if he comes to regret that. Yes, Punk has been very vocal, as usual, about how he doesn't like his current position, about how he deserves more. And I mean, I will admit, he's been around for a long time, and he only has, I think, a World Tag title to his name. And I believe he was European champion at 1.2. I don't think he held it for very long, but I think Punk was a former European champion. Well, anyway, here's the return of the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, back in the WWE. As I said before, this does feel like a dream match in a lot of ways. This feels like a match that will be fantastic. A living legend in Ricky Steamboat up against a very talented individual in Punk. You know, I don't love the way CM Punk runs his mouth off, but I will say that his in-ring skills are some of the best. Oh, nice whining punch there by Ricky Steamboat, but a good old-fashioned traditional family man, you know, someone who really has their heart in this sport like Ricky Steamboat. I don't think he'd necessarily see eye to eye with someone quite as difficult to deal with as CM Punk, shall we say. Sorry, just quickly checking the time. 8 AM, what a time to be recording. Attempts to stomp on Steamboat there, and the back and forth to start things off. Our main event up next, Mark Henry and Randy Orton set to go one-on-one. I feel like this has been a very eventful episode of SmackDown thus far. The foundation for this new SmackDown roster really building with each week. And of course, Over the Limit, SmackDown's first solo-branded pay-per-view this season comes your way in just 5 weeks' time. We've already had 3. 4 weeks from next Sunday's Raw exclusive special event, Extreme Rules. Nice chop there by Steamboat. I've always loved the way this man delivers his chops. Goes for a cover, and that's not enough. If it wasn't obvious from Punk's attire, by the way, I remember to do the superstar heads. I didn't do them for very many people, because a lot of them are bad, because they only create superstar parts, which suck. But there's a few that are keepable. I won't go into what they are. You'll just see them when you see them. But there was a few that I thought were worth using. It's just that there weren't as many as I'd hoped at the same time. Cover attempt and another kick out there by Punk. Big kick to the head. Strike after strike by Ricky Steamboat as he takes down CM Punk. And he is riding that momentum right now. Bulldog. Punk up to his feet. Steamboat turning him over. Catches him by both arms. Double chicken wing. Cover attempt here by Steamboat. And Punk kicks out at 1. Still got plenty of fight left in him. Kick to the midsection there by CM Punk. It's perhaps looking to turn this match around in his favor. You got to think, after the loss to Eddie Guerrero in the main event of the first episode of Superstars this season, CM Punk has been seething. He's been waiting for more opportunity to come his way. Well, here it is. Don't squander it. You could literally say you've defeated a living legend. Sorry about the phone signal noises. I don't know why those happen sometimes. I've always sat with my phone near me, but it's only occasionally that it will start, like, picking up interference on the microphone. I never just put my phone away when I start recording, because that would be kind of weird. Steamboat with a kick to the back of the head of Punk there, and oh, back and forth between these two. Punk takes Steamboat over to the ropes, and Steamboat dumps him out. If Steamboat doesn't do it, so it does. I guess that's not really too surprising. Like, he seems like he would, but if he did, he'd do them from the top turnbuckle, not over the ropes. Steamboat now. What's got in store for Punk here? Massive superplex. And it looks like Steamboat is calling to end this one. Perhaps we're going to see that famous cross body of his. CM Punk stumbling into position, and he catches Ricky Steamboat, sticks him on his shoulders, and I go to sleep. Wow, what a combination there from CM Punk, as he goes for the cover and he knocks out Ricky Steamboat with that one. My God, did you hear these fans get on their feet when Punk caught Steamboat with that cross body, perfectly executed reversal. Well, I gotta be honest, I almost hope this isn't it for these two. I'd love to see this again. A nice competitive matchup between these two. But in the end, it is CM Punk who defeats Ricky Steamboat to finally get that victory, that momentum going once again. Talking a little bit of smack there to Steamboat. That's a little disappointing to see from someone like Punk. I thought he'd have had a lot of respect for Steamboat. I guess not. Anyway, Punk is victorious as we move on tonight. It is main event time up next. Randy Orton and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, who makes his official return to the SmackDown brand, up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sylsby, Texas, weighing 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Well, Mark Henry makes his return to Friday Night SmackDown, and what a tear this guy has been on since the last time we saw him here on SmackDown. And of course, it all started when he formed a faction alongside John Cena, R-Truth, and Booker T. That one really fell apart with the serious issues that developed between Mark Henry and John Cena. Truth and Booker kind of minding their own business. They went their separate ways, respectively, somewhere down the line, but dissociating from both Henry and Cena. And of course, Henry and Cena are both here on SmackDown. I'd have to think that the issues between those two are far from over. But regardless of that, tonight is about opportunity. The World Heavyweight Championship will be defended in 5 weeks' time at Over the Limit. The World Heavyweight Champion Triple H, been told, is due a championship defense next week on SmackDown, as it will have almost been 30 days since he defended the World Heavyweight Championship, and obviously it's all about getting in the front running and earning an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship right now. And this is not a contenders match, but this is more like a for your consideration kind of match. This is two superstars going one-on-one to try and maybe earn a potential opportunity down the line.
Approaching the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 245 pounds, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Oh, I can't make fun of him saying the Viper anymore. The Viper. It's the Apex Predator now. Is this really the first game he was called that in? It's weird. Wow, Randy Orton, no stranger to the SmackDown arena. He has been a part of Friday Night SmackDown since midway through last year when he was sent over here for the safety of the former Raw General Manager Mr. McMahon after screwing him out of the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. He has waited a long time for an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. His last opportunity to fight for the championship one-on-one came at, I'm sure he has had one, I'm just trying to remember when it was. I'm sure he's faced Lesnar one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship at some point, but I can't quite remember off the top of my head when. I know that Lesnar would have been the champion at the time. I mean, obviously, if we're talking about the history of opportunities that Randy Orton's had for the World Heavyweight Championship, I believe he was in the World Heavyweight title Elimination Chamber. No, he wasn't, sorry. He was in the other chamber. So, no, he didn't get a shot then or at WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble, Lesnar lost the title to Triple H. TLC, Lesnar retained against Sheamus. King of the Ring, he retained against The Undertaker, I believe. Oh, no, was that? I think King of the Ring. Yeah, King of the Ring was when he last faced Randy Orton. That's right. That's right, because I kept thinking it was supposed to be The Undertaker, and then I was like, oh, it was actually Randy Orton. Whoops. So he hasn't had a title shot since December, and he's obviously not gotten to set foot in the ring with Triple H just yet either. You know, I keep thinking to myself, we haven't seen one man since WrestleMania, and that is Mr. Money in the Bank, Damien Sandow, the man who is still guaranteed a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Time is running out for that Money in the Bank contract of Damien Sandow's. He's got until He's got until Money in the Bank, which is 2 months from this next Sunday. So he really needs to start thinking about. Sorry, 3 months from next Sunday. My mistake. We still have Extreme Rules from Raw, and then No Way Out. No, sorry, Over the Limit from SmackDown, and then No Way Out from Raw, and then it's Money in the Bank. We still got 3 months to cash that briefcase in, but you know it's getting down to the wire now. We're getting pretty close to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view where that will expire, and it seems to me like Sandow is having second thoughts. I mean, right now, no one has known where Damien Sandow has been since he lost the United States Championship at WrestleMania. We haven't seen him. We haven't heard from him. Nothing. Perhaps that's the point. Perhaps it's all about picking that spot now, you know. He is no longer carrying championships. That man was draped in gold heading into WrestleMania, and of course the Champion of Champions trophy is only held for the rest of the season from when it's won. And the United States Championship, he lost to Dolph Ziggler. So right now, Damien Sandow is in possession of no championship gold, but he does hold a very important opportunity whenever he wants to use that. I mean, he could always use it to be the one to get the shot at Triple H next week, but I have a feeling, much like every other cash-in, Sandow's going to pick his spot. He's not going to say up front when he's cashing in his opportunity. Randy Orton sending Henry into the ropes. What the? Randy Orton, he's gone nuts. You're damn right he won. What in the world? Alright, I think we found out who's going to face Triple H next week. No doubt about that. He's got to. He has to. That's got to be enough. That's got to have proved that this guy deserves a shot at Triple H's World Heavyweight title. Oh my god. Randy Orton just did the most insane thing I think I've ever seen. On an episode of SmackDown, no less. Not like a big pay-per-view. Just here on SmackDown, Randy Orton throwing Mark Henry multiple feet in the air and catching him with an RKO. Wow. Okay, well, that is it for this week's episode of SmackDown. And be sure to tune in tomorrow night for Superstars, where Rey Mysterio and Edge will look to settle the score when they go one-on-one.